On New Year's Eve, the city felt louder than usual. Fireworks echoed in the distance, music drifted from apartment windows, and people hurried through the cold with plans and laughter. But inside a small studio apartment, Emily sat alone on the edge of her bed, staring at her phone. The screen showed missed calls, overdue bills, and a calendar that felt too heavy to turn. The past year had taken more from her than she ever expected. She lost her job in the spring. The savings disappeared by summer. By fall, the confidence she once had was gone too. Each rejection email felt like proof that she wasn't good enough, no matter how hard she tried. She had stopped telling friends how she was really doing. It felt easier to smile and say she was fine than to explain how tired she was. That night, as the clock moved closer to midnight, Emily whispered to herself that maybe some people were just meant to struggle. Maybe the new year wouldn't be different. Maybe this was as good as it got. She sat in silence, listening to the hum of the city, feeling the weight of every mistake she believed she had made. Her phone buzzed suddenly. She almost ignored it. Another reminder, another message she didn't want to read. But something made her look. It was a simple notification from an old email account she barely used anymore. The subject line read, "We'd like to talk." Emily's heart beat faster as she opened it. It wasn't a job offer. Not yet. It was an invitation for an interview. A small chance, maybe. She stared at the screen, afraid to hope too much. She had been disappointed before. Many times. Outside, the countdown grew louder. Emily stood up and walked to the window. She watched strangers laughing in the street, holding hands, believing in fresh starts. For the first time in months, she didn't feel angry at them. She felt something softer. A quiet reminder that maybe she wasn't forgotten. She thought about everything the past year had taught her. How she survived days she thought would break her. How she kept going even when no one noticed. How she was still standing, still breathing, still here. And in that moment, she remembered something her grandmother used to say when life felt heavy. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34-18. As the clock moved toward midnight, Emily closed her eyes. Not to make a wish, but to pray, just a simple prayer. Not for money, not for success, but for strength to keep going when hope felt thin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fireworks filled the sky. Cheers echoed through the city. And Emily felt tears fall, not from sadness, but from relief. She realized that God had not abandoned her in the hard year. He had carried her through it. She sat back down and replied to the email. Thank you. I would love to talk. It was a small step, but faith often begins that way. Quiet, simple, honest. The new year did not arrive with instant answers. It did not erase her problems. But it arrived with something deeper. Peace, the kind that doesn't depend on circumstances. The kind that reminds you that your story is not over. That night, Emily understood something she would carry with her into the new year. Sometimes the miracle is not the door that opens at midnight. Sometimes the miracle is realizing you were never alone while waiting for it. If this story spoke to your heart, remember this. God is still working, even when you feel tired, unseen, or ready to give up. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. If you believe in new beginnings, like this video, subscribe for more emotional and faith-filled stories. And share this message with someone who needs hope as they step into a new year. Because this year is not over yet. And neither is your purpose.